So, but they recommend going at the ball is tapped out wide, picked up, and it's going to be another scrum ball here, I reckon. Umpire's got to come back in and take possession once again. We're going to have that.
If they're worried about people getting hurt, you duck your head, you don't pay a free kick. I'd nearly bring it in. If you duck your head, you lose a free kick. He gets paid against you. Maybe that'll keep him safe.
So Faye taps it wide. Pretty had the opportunity to boot the ball. Couldn't do so. Picked up there. And I think it was Grinder. He's gone back and got it again on his left boot. Travels only as far as his teammate Winsell.
I'll tell you what.
Around. And Winsell has kicked the goal. And his first goal of the afternoon will give the line their fourth. They move to 4 goals, 5 now. They trail Winchelsea on 6 goals, 4. 21 and a half minutes gone. Second corner, Commonwealth Hotel, second quarter scoreboard.
It's actually a pity that Winchelsea got that one in the middle because they've played pretty good footy, Belmont, in the last 5 or 6 minutes and got caught out once, and they've got themselves back on track. Unfortunately, now they need another one. How many minutes are we gone, Smitty?
22.
So there's still plenty of time to get another couple and get back right up with Winchelsea. But I tell you what, the actual game has improved. The skills have improved a little bit. And it's a lot better game to watch than the first quarter.
So back to the middle. Fisher got the ball down. Handball came back to Fisher from Vardy in the middle. So it goes out wide. Defence working overtime again for Winchelsea. Matheson got it away to Harding. Baker put the pressure on, holding the ball. Set umpire Dolling. And it will be a free kick to the Belmont Lions.
See, I might go against that one. I just wasn't quite sure whether he had a lot of prior opportunity that time, but he didn't get rid of the ball properly, I suppose, so fair enough.
Baker will take the free kick. 40 out, close to the boundary line. So it's going to be a tough kick kicking across the breeze from that position. So he comes in northern end of the ground, runs very close to the man on the mark. Drives it just across the face of goal and through for one behind. So the Lions go to 4-6-30. They trail Winchelsea 6-4-40. Commonwealth Hotel's second quarter scoreboard, 23 minutes played.
Wasn't the result they wanted, but I'm surprised Lane Baker's even playing. He was in big trouble last quarter against Werribee Central's last Saturday night.
So the ball comes out and it goes towards centre wing again. Winchelsea with an opportunity to do the clearance here, and it's going to be picked up there by McKenzie. Delivers the ball out towards centre wing. Player going back with the fly of the ball. Marker's not taken out there. That was Tucker. Good tackle from the Belmont side, and the umpire says he had no prior opportunity.
Correct.
So we're going to have a ball up situation right on centre wing.
Tell you what, if he had held that, would have been the mark of the day. That was a great effort.
Well, Tucker's now putting his hand up to do the ruck work again. Fisher thought he'd just tap it forward.
He didn't see him coming from behind him.
I don't think he did either. So it picked up Sawney. There's a free kick. The umpire said there's a throw, so it's going to go to Carricher. He's been a good player for the Blues this first half.
Yeah.
He looks long and goes in the direction of Sawney. He's up. Can't take the mark at ground level. He has a player in support. Ends up in the hands of Clancy. Can't take the ball cleanly. Again, there's a dropping the ball, says the umpire. Don't really have much of an opportunity to kick that ball, but fair tackle. So it's going to be Curran now that has the free kick from the true centre half forward position. Oh, he's also confident he can get the distance from this point. So Harding, an opportunity as we cross over 25 minutes. A little bit of a shuffled run. Kicks from 50. Looks very nice.
Beautiful.
Off the boot.
Beautiful.
Says he didn't have to move there. And Daniel Harding has his first goal of the afternoon and the 7th now for the Winchelsea Blues. 7 goals, 4. They lead the Belmont Lions, who are 4 goals, 6. Commonwealth Hotel, second quarter scoreboard. We've gone 25 minutes.
Well, that's exactly what the Belmont Lions didn't need. But what I want to say is that when you nominate, it's all right for the umpires to say, right, you're nominated, you're nominated. It's got to make the ruckman must be more aware, I believe, of who gets nominated from the other side. They just nominate themselves and get ready to go up. Fisher didn't realise that the Winchelsea bloke who nominated was behind him. And he went to punch it. He thought, I'm going to by my own, by myself. He went to punch it, and the bloke came over the top quite legally. So they've got to be aware who they're competing against in that ruck contest.
Corio just kicked their first goal, 1-4-10, trailing Inverleigh 17-3, 105.
Ball back in the middle. Fisher got it down. Rethis couldn't take it with him. Handball with Sawney. Back to Carricher. Goes towards half forward. Good Mark Berg. Played on quickly. Centre half forward. Left foot kick around the corner. 1-on-1. Back towards the square. Oh, good mark. It's a very good mark. Was that Tucker?
Brown this one.
Brown, was it? Yeah,
Yeah,
Brown
it
it is too.
Falling back.
Yeah, fell back with the flight of the footy and took the mark in the left forward pocket for Winch. Tough kick. Right.
Well, I think it's an easy kick.
There we go. He comes round. Right foot kick. Made as easy as you like.
Well,
There you go. Caleb Brown kicks his first. And that's the 8th for Winchelsea. They go to 8-4-52. And Belmont 4-6-30. Common Hotel's second quarter scoreboard, 26 and a half played.
well, you're right. It was a great mark. But why it was an easy kick is the rules now, they have to be 10 metres away. So for a right footer in that forward pocket, you can't have blokes too close. So they've got oodles and oodles of time just to wander around on the right foot and bring it back right through the middle. And that's exactly what the boy did and did it well.
Good to have him back. Suffered a severe shoulder injury against Belpost Hill in round 4. But he was managed over the interleague break, and here he is, firing away.
That Berg, there was a Daniel Berg, wasn't there, that played for Anarchy, and that was no relation?
I don't think so. Kurt Berg, his older brother, was playing resis, but he's played about 50 senior games.
I know his cousin, Ice.
There it is.
Yeah, see
And
you
he's
later,
back,
idiot.
he's
Another
back.
2.
Reethers from the middle of the ground gets the ball into the middle, the forward line. It's picked up there. Grinter goes back to Reethers. His kick is smothered. Matheson does well. Got the handball out. We'll call it a handball anyway. Matho was good. Outside, that runs now. So the Grinter's got the ball back again. Goes to Timmins. Back inside. Bowl. He slips over. Gets the handball away to Grinter once again. On his left boot. Put himself and his team under pressure. Kicks sideways. Went towards Reethers. Couldn't take... Wasn't much in that, I wouldn't thought. But anyway, he's going to be lucky enough to take a free kick.
Look, he was going for the mark, and he was interfered with.
The handball goes off quickly to Bowl, who runs towards goal.
Tell you
and
what.
Bowl has kicked a goal.
Oh, nice.
And it's 5 goals, 6 now to the Belmont Lions. 8-4 to the Winchelsea Blues. 28 minutes gone. Second quarter, Common Hotel. Second quarter scoreboard.
Well, the tempo's definitely gone up.
Yeah.
It's definitely gone up. They're actually hitting targets a bit more. Blokes are putting themselves in a bit more, and it's a lot better game to watch. And actually, it's gone from a pretty ordinary game in the first quarter to a pretty entertaining game to watch.
It's good to have Mitch Bowl back in the middle. Obviously, his first game back from injury. He's on about 8 disposals right now. That's where they need him. He's the fastest player in the side. Well, equal with Watkins, probably.
Is he the kid that ran into the
Yep.
chain across the wicket that day?
That was round 17, 2014.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Back in the middle, Bowl gets
What was
it
the
out.
temperature that
Gets
day?
it out of the middle. Punched away by Elliott at the back. Rethis again for Belmont. Goes inside 50. In front, no mark taken. Fay around the corner. Can't bring it back far enough. It was pretty good from the big fella, but he misses to the near side and through for one behind. So they go to 5-7-37, the Belmont Lions. They trail Winchelsea 8-4-52. Common Hotel second quarter scoreboard, 29 minutes played.
Wilson kicks in from the full-back position. He goes out wide. Mark is not taken. There's a good spoil from behind. Little hand over there. Place ends up with it. Goes
Jeez.
outside, Cale. He looks towards centre wing, and there's a player running free, and Tucker missed his lead, and the ball is now, I think, over the boundary line, and there will be a throw-in to take place.
There might have been a couple of throws in those tackles,
I
wasn't
think there was a little bit. The hand movements were good. I think that's what we worked on. So the umpire about to restart play. As I said, just forward of centre wing, which he's tacking into the ground. Only one ruckman there, and that was Fisher. Got the ball down, but it's the Blues who emerge with the ball. And Smith gets the handball over the top, but it's intercepted and turned back over. Again, Carricher this time has the ball. He goes quickly towards the goal square. Ball will run. I think it hit the post, didn't
Yeah,
it?
It did so.
And
It did.
went through for, it's going to be a minor score. And Winchelsea now will move to 8-5. And they lead the Belmont Lions on 5-7-29. Nearly 30 minutes gone, second quarter.
Quick kick in, looking for Pretty, but the numbers with Winch. Place was in front. Handball comes back towards Hambrook. He sits and waits. He doesn't pick it up, and now the Lions through the middle. Bozza came in. He should put the tackle on, really. They still got the kick away, Belmont. Comes back quickly, and the ball, that was with Jubba.
Come on,
now
one
they
more,
go
one
long
more.
towards half forward. It's a one-on-one. No mark taken. And that was Edwards out there, who's forward now. At the back, Thomas helping out for Winch. Goes with a kick along the line. Very wide. Pretty goes up. Oh, takes the mark under pressure. It's a good mark too. Centre wing out of side. Switches the ball back inside. Looking for Fisher. The big fella takes it. Got some time. Just to build now. He goes with the kick towards centre half forward. Grinter on a long lead. Carl didn't really want it. Grinter, he does. He handballs it back towards Bowl. He can't pick it up. Needs some. Oh, he got tackled high. The umpire said no play on. And it will be a ball up, 55 out from the Belmont goal. So ball up, Fisher. Going to come from the same side as Thomas. Umpire throws the ball in the air for them. Fisher gets it down. Handball comes out. Carl did the don't argue and then dropped it over the line. The umpire says, oh, throw it in. He thought about it for a split second too, I reckon. So a throw in. Left half forward for the Lions. Close to siren time. 31.5 played second term. Boundary throw in. Fisher in front, gets it to the side. Rethers kick was smothered beautifully. Harding got a second attempt at it. Across centre half forward. They go across. Place was there. Couldn't take it with him. Matheson keeps the pressure on it. Falls into Boz's arms. He gets it back to Place. Handball. Heard the call. Was good to Hambrook. Goes out wide. Looking for Carl. And they settle things down, Winch. And take the mark at defensive 50. Fisher's going to position himself. Goes towards him and Berg. Berg gets a push.
Free
the
kick.
umpire says he made sure the umpire saw it too, Tyler Berg. And he'll take the free kick centre wing.
Is that Tyler or Tyson?
Tyson.
Sorry, Tyson.
No one's perfect, Ravi.
No, I'm just
No.
making sure that because he's in my best players, I'll make sure I don't want to get it wrong later.
So he goes from centre wing towards centre half forward. Fisher's worked his way back there. Goes up, offhand. Sawney comes at it. Gets around. A little bit of candy. Pushed it on the ground. Gave it to Carl. He wants to get around too as well. He handballs it. The 1-2 back to Carl. Needs to finish it off. And does.
Jeez,
That's
the
good
one I didn't
play. So Carl kicks his second. And the ninth for Winchelsea. They go to 9-5-59. They lead the Belmont Lions 5-7-37. Commonwealth Hotels, second quarter scoreboard, 32.5 played.
They just had a little bit more composure under pressure. The Belmont Lions had the ball up here and probably dished it out and didn't get the ball, and the defence from Winchelsea were able to clear it. But up the other end, just showed a little bit more composure with the footy, and that was pretty good play. God, I finished early for you, Alex.
I know,
You give me nothing, mate.
I'm looking at the tipping board, and Dale and Hannah, we might be able to leap him if Winchelsea get the win here. This is
Yeah?
looking good.
Well, I'm in trouble because I went for Werribee early.
You idiot.
Well, you have to.
So back with the umpire in the middle of the ground. This quarter could go about 38. We've had a few goals kicked.
You're not counting the Lightning around in the tipping, eh?
So it's now thrown up on the middle of the ground. It comes out. Again, it's going to be
Here we
a
go.
clearance for Winchelsea. They run into the half-forward line, coming the other way. It's picked up by Belmont, by Timms. Gets the ball outside. The mark has been taken. And Jubba has it. So on centre wing, he looks to deliver the ball into the half-forward line. She went shorter, and the mark has been taken out there by Edwards again. They maintain possession. Probably need one to finish off here, the Belmont Lions, in the late in the quarter. The ball into the half-forward line again. It's going to be clearance, and it's through the Winchelsea Blues.
That's
they
what I
come
mean.
outside, turn. It's going to end up in the hands of Lush, who goes into the half-forward line. Sawney kept his eyes on the ball. He couldn't take the mark, then lays a good tackle, a 2-on-1. Vardy into assist, takes the ball away. Little kick in towards centre wing. Overrunning the ball there with Rethus. Has support in Watkins, picked up by Clancy to Berg. Handball's back inside, so they're away. Through Wilson, handball comes out wider. Ends up in the hands of Hambrook, a little short kick. Berg continue on down the ground, takes the ball, kicks into the half-forward line or further. And Fisher says, I'm just going to belt this one over the fence. And that's where it goes. And into the cricket nets down the far end of the ground. So the ball in. So we click over 34 minutes.
See what I mean, Jace? They just need to put a little bit more forward pressure on the defence, shouldn't they? They just come out a little bit too easy.
Yeah, just can't keep the ball in there, can they?
No.
Long enough.
But it comes out so easily that they
Yeah.
get it all the way down the other end of the ground.
The ball in by the umpire. Ball was tapped down. It was Tucker did the ruck work. Ends up in the hands of Berg. Well, didn't end up in the hands of Berg. He couldn't pick it up. They can't run free from the contest, and the kick at goal is offline. Jackson Smith, a minor score. We're up to 9-6 now. Belmont Lions, they picked 8-3 for the quarter. They moved to 9-6, and they lead the Belmont Lions 5-7. 34 minutes gone. Second quarter, Commonwealth Hotel, second quarter scoreboard.
I don't think the Belmont Lions are playing the Belmont Lions, Dale.
No,
I think
that's
they're
what
playing
say.
Winch, mate.
No, that's it, right. That's good. Grub.
Kick in, looking for Spencer. The big fella goes up, front
Well, they're in
centre.
front.
Couldn't pick it up. Now Brown, he just goes wild with the kick and misses it to the near side. So through for another behind to Winch. 9-7-61. They lead Belmont 5-7-37. 35.5 minutes played. We'll still be here
Brian
at 10:30 the way we're going.
Well, here's a useless stat. Jackson Smith behind a few seconds ago. That was his first kick for the quarter, but his 10th disposal for the quarter. 9
Well,
handballs in a row.
I agree with you. It was a useless
It
stat.
was. Filled time, though.
So the ball comes out. Mark has been taken there. Pretty has it, and he handballs over the top. So they continue to run. They put each other under a bit of pressure here, but he's got the ball back again. He goes towards centre wing. Kick. Was it good? Yes, it was. It just makes the player in Olive take the mark. So Olive now looking from the centre wing position to kick the ball into the forward line, but unfortunately the kick is smothered, runs over the boundary line, so another ball in to take place. On centre wing. Spencer back on doing the ruck work again, and Thomas for the Blues. Ball at ground level. It's picked up. Reithus has got hold of his opponent who had the ball. The ball comes out, but the umpire comes in quickly now. And we'll have another ball up, far side of the ground. Still on centre wing. Ball is tapped to ground. Number of players around it. Doesn't look like it's going to come out this time either. Umpire allows it to run though. Still waiting on the outside. It now finally emerges. Reithus had it, but he couldn't get the hands free to get the handball out. And the umpire this time will again come back in. We'll have another ball in to take a ball up to take place. We tick towards 37 minutes.
Coggy's gone to sleep.
Yeah, don't worry about that. You're absolutely right there, Fred. Ball out the back of the contest. And it's picked up, and again the clearance works through Smith, goes back towards the half-forward line. Berg comes out as the siren sounds. Brian Coughlin's on the ball there. 9 goals, 7 to the Winchelsea Blues. They lead the Belmont Lions 5-7. That quarter went 37 and a bit minutes. So goal kickers for the home side. Mitch Bowl, Ben Vardy, Devon Winsell, Ben Preddy and James Fisher all have 1. And for the Winchelsea side, Bailey Cale has 2, along with Tyson Berg. 1 each to Devay Sawney, Caleb Brown, Ricky Sawney, Daniel Harding.
So half-time here, Matchday Live. Winchelsea 9-7-61. They lead the Belmont Lions 5-7-37 by 24 points. We'll take a break. Come back with the second half after this on 94.7 The Pulse. Ball off 2-5-17 Belmont. They lead Winch 1-3-9. Start of the second term. Matchday Live this afternoon. And Spencer goes up, gets it down. Rove, though, they had it, the Blues, and they couldn't take it away, though. Character through the middle, gets wrapped up, gets the hands free to Place, who runs the other way, goes with a long kick, inside 50. It's a one-on-one. Smith down there, can't take the mark, off hands. The Lions working overtime across half-back. Atkinson's handball missed the target. A hold, said the umpire. And it will be the Belmont Lions with the free kick. So they're... the left back pocket, they want to switch the ball, come to the commentary box side. Timms takes the mark, he's kicked awkward towards the middle. Spencer, Brown goes up with him as well for Winch. Ball, Spencer gets it again, gives it across to Pretty. Off a step at half back towards centre wing. Baker from behind, good mark. Well play on, said the umpire. Budavala's got a hand to it. He goes inside 50, over the head of Fisher. Matheson's back there as well. Falls to the back of the pack, quickly turning around and kicking the other way was Harding. Goes back to centre wing. Winch had the numbers and then they all fell over. Hambrook comes through, gets around a couple, then he dropped the football. Good tackle for the Lions. They play on Baker, gives it away to Watkins. Goes inside 50. Fisher's got one on him. He goes up. Bozza gets it at the back and gives it away. Punches it towards the boundary line, but the kick around the corner quickly came from Winsell. Inside, he gets it back the 1-2. Can't take it with him, though. Push past the football. And the ball, will it come out the back for, Winchelsea under pressure. And was that a throw? The umpire said holding the ball, throw, whichever you'd like. And Fay has got the free kick for the Belmont Lions. And now he's turned it over.
What
Don't know
happened
how,
there?
I don't know, but the free kick's going to go to Winch. So Karachu's got it in the back pocket. So free kick against the Belmont Lions. He goes long with the kick towards centre wing. Sprig on a long lead, takes the mark, wheels around quickly. Wants somebody in the middle, but there's nobody there. And he finds it, does he? Brown was running through, might get to him. He goes through half forward. Handball on the outboard was pretty good. Carl's got it. All he's got to do is bring it back around far enough. And he
has. Did he?
Or didn't from where I'm sitting, that wasn't a goal.
Yeah, it wasn't a goal from where I'm sitting either. So, but it's a goal. So Bailey Carl has kicked his first, the second for Winch, 2-3-15. They trail the Belmont Lions 2-5-17. Common Fiend Hotel, second quarter scoreboard, 2.5 minutes played.
Well, the thing is, we've been talking about the way they haven't been disposing the ball well. If you can't hit a target and you're not kicking it well, put it out in front. Just put it out in front of your teammate, and that's what he did. He didn't hit his teammate on the chest, but he put it out in front of him so he could run onto it, and that's what made the goal. To me, look, that might have just swung back. I don't know, but it looked to me from here that it missed. But as again, like I said before, these blokes are a hell of a lot closer than I am.
Grubby, if only you knew what he was doing up here, I tell you. He's worse than you.
Back
He is worse.
Back in the middle of the ground, and it's going to be Carricher again who runs through from the middle of the ground, puts the ball back inside 50, going back. Belmont Lions through Timms, picks the ball up, handballs over the top. And they bring the ball back towards centre wing. Kick wasn't good. Again, it runs free. So out the back, it's picked up there by Thomas of the Winchelsea Blues. He goes back by hand. And again, they bring the ball back in towards centre half forward. Spencer in best position. He does take the mark. Maybe not, but he's going to interfere
Well, he was
with anyway.
interfered with anyhow.
And the mark or free kick will go to that player. So Spencer from about the centre half back position. He's going to now deliver the ball back to the far side of the ground, goes back towards centre wing, kicks back to his opposition ruckman, doesn't take the mark as the ball hits the ground. At ground level, it's the Belmont Lions who try to win possession, but it's been brought back to ground, so it's going to be kicked for the Blues into the half-forward line, and that was through Lush. And again, they work through Carricher, goes back towards centre half forward again, a bit of a push and shove at centre half forward. Out the back, Brown can't take clean possession. And it's going to be held up there now, and the umpire will come in very quickly and have a ball up at the true centre half forward position. So Spencer is going indicated he's doing the ruck work, and I think Brown put his hand in the air as well. So both players, they go at it. Brown gets the handball out again. Ball turns over. They kick the ball back towards centre wing, and it's going to be Cale who runs and leads in the possession race for the ball. Goes one way, then back the other. Went over the boundary line. I thought the umpire says this time it will be because Baker has taken it over the boundary line.
I think you're right in the first place. I think the umpire already had his arm up in the air, Smitty.
Just hadn't blown the whistle, but he thought about it. So again, the Blues bringing the changes. So from the half, between centre wing and half forward line, the ball is thrown back in again. Spencer taps the ball out the back. And again, both teams are working pretty hard at ground level. They're trying to get the ball out, but this time the umpire Dowling in quickly. Says we'll hold things up again, and he'll have the ball up in that position. So Spencer's going up the ruck work again. Ball this time, it's tapped forward. Watkins has it in front of him, and we keep it in. I can't see now because the scoreboard's bottom of view, but he does get the ball inside. He gets the ball running now. He went over by hand. He's travelled the ball about 40 metres, but all about running the ball along the ground there, and it's run over the boundary line now. So we're going to have a throw in this time, half between centre wing and the half forward line for the Belmont Lions.
Really like watching the kid Watkins, the way he runs and moves. I just need him to get the ball a bit more time.
So again, Spencer is doing the ruck work. Out the back, he taps it again, so it runs free. Out the back, ball is picked up by Harding. Gets the handball away. Sawney goes to place, takes them on, runs inside 50.
He's run too far.
Loads up.
He's run too far.
Now that was a goal, but he has gone too far, says the umpire, so he's going to be called back to the centre half forward position.
I'll tell you what, I reckon he was right too. I reckon he was right. That's bloody good umpiring again. These blokes are umpiring all right.
Absolutely.
You know, I know they're the Encompass, but they're as good as I've seen this year.
Tell you what, they're umpiring better than the blokes that are playing footy.
Yeah, yeah.
So the ball now back with the Blues. It gets a handball to Sawney. This is Ricky.
That's holding the man. He's got that too.
See, I'll tell you what, he missed the first one, I reckon.
Yeah, which was the throw. Yeah.
So Ricky Sawney now delivers the ball. His kick's poor, but it finds Carricher. He also runs inside 50. Loads up, goes towards goal. He is offline. Just got to check that, yes. And it's 2-4. And they trail the Belmont Lions up 2-5.
So kick in quickly. Oh, that's over the shoulder. Umpire says yes. Thomas in front. Did well and then got one over the shoulder. We'll take the free from Winchelsea and push it back inside 50. In fact, it's Place who goes long to the goal square. Off hands, front of the pack. Nobody can take it. Carl comes in, tried to kick it off the ground. Was that kicking in danger? Yes, it was. And Edwards will take the free kick for the Belmont Lions in the last line of defence. Not much movement at the moment. Oh, good on you. Sorry. Gosh, gee whiz, I tell you. So, kicks towards half back for the Lions. Pack develops, and the umpire lets it go. Now he'll come in and ball it up. It's getting ugly at Corio. Real ugly. 12-3-75 to 1 behind. So, ball up. Winch still into attack. Half forward. Armistead kicks it off the ground for the Lions. Now, chain of handballs to Winch. The kick goes around the corner from Elliott. Goes way too wide, out of bounds on the full.
That'll be the first time Gussie's played against Inverleigh for a while too, isn't it?
I don't know whether Gus was playing.
If
2
he's
weeks
playing,
ago. He had that shoulder or elbow or something.
I thought he broke his wrist against Winchelsea under lights.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Happy
Beat
to
of the
be
wars,
mistaken.
Gussie. Beat of the wars. So, free kick, the Belmont Lions. Across half back. Drive it along the line. Fay gives a long lead. Vardy there as well. Fay pushed Vardy in the back and pushed him out of the contest,
He
I reckon,
did.
in the
Yeah,
end.
I thought he did too.
Now the umpire will come in and ball it up on centre wing. So, might have been better just to create a bit of space there, I think. Anyway, ball up. Thomas, Spencer. Let's get a hand to it. Ball comes back out the back towards Thomas, the big fella. Tries to get it away. Elliott gives it away
He's
to
gone.
a teammate,
He's
who
gone.
Carriger, who was at the back and got no support and turned the ball over.
And had plenty of prior opportunity. Took 3 or 4 steps.
So Reithus goes back in, ball with the kick. Mark taken by Curran. Just inside the centre square on centre wing. Goes towards half forward with a kick. Holds up in the breeze. Punched away by Skinner. Falls to the front. Fay's handball was terrible.
Well, it wasn't a
Didn't-
handball.
Yeah, it was a throw. Handball comes out to Carriger again, who goes along centre wing towards half forward. It's a good lead. Sprigg takes it as well. Got Tucker running past. He wants somebody else to lead for him. Berg gives him that lead. He goes in that direction. It's a good kick.
That's better. That's
And
the footy we come to see.
And that was beautiful because he was behind to start with, Sprigg, but he just put it out in front of him and he got past Timms and was able to take the mark, and he'll shoot for goal from 25 out. 45-degree angle, the blood
Oh,
rule.
we've got a blood rule.
Yep. So he was standing the mark too, Lowell Timms. He'll have to come off and get some assistance, so we'll have to wait.
So here's where the rule could be a bit silly. Someone else takes the mark. He's going to let it go. That's good. That's good. I'll tell you what, they're going all right.
So Berg comes in, 25 out, and kicks the goal. So he kicks his first of the afternoon, and the third for Winchelsea. They go to 3-4-22, and they lead the Belmont Lions now. 2-5-17, Common Defeat Hotel, second quarter scoreboard, 10 minutes played.
Well, as I said in the call, that's the footy we come to see. Nice mark, beautiful kick, beautiful lead. And I tell you what, am I under the impression that had that have been a ball up, that means they have to wait for the bloke to get off the ground with the blood rule and somebody come and take his position on the ground.
I believe so, yes.
But because he was on the mark shooting for goal, let's don't waste time. Let's go through with it.
Yep.
Good umpiring, good football, and it might look up from here.
Back with the umpires in the middle of the ground.
And just beside the bike, they're starting to look pretty good, Winchelsea.
So Spencer's doing the ruck work. He gets the ball down this time. The ball runs forward. Armistead couldn't take it with him, so it's Winchelsea now with an opportunity. The handball comes out, and it's from Thomas. Goes further forward. Smith into the half-forward line. That's a good, strong mark as well. And the mark has been taken out there. So Winchelsea now with another opportunity to go back and kick 2 in quick succession, and it's going to be Tucker.
Leave him, Grubby. Leave him. I know what you're about to say.
I'm not even looking at you.
Well, no, I thought he was going on a train with a concession ticket.
You might need concession to get out of it later. And the ball, it's a nice kick off the boot. It's coming back nicely, and it's through for a major. So Tucker now is his first goal now. Winchelsea move to 4-4. They lead the Belmont Lions on 2-5. We have travelled 11 and a half minutes. Second quarter, Common Defeat Hotel, second quarter scoreboard.
This is what we've got to watch now with Belmont. Last week, as the opposition started to get on top, they stopped running. Now, that they didn't then. That was just a one-on-one contest and a good football by Winchelsea. What they've got to make sure they do now is when the ball goes into their back line, they have to run. Otherwise, they're going to get a lot of goals kicked on them. They need to kick one the other way and get themselves back in the contest, Alex.
Just around the grounds, East Geelong 5-2-32, leading Geelong West Giants now 4-3-27.
Yeah, that could be a good one.
So back to the middle. Spencer gets it down in front of Thomas. Coming off half forward, Fay left the footy behind.
Take
though.
the footy.
Hambrook gets the kick back to the middle. Pack develops. A couple of Belmont Lions players fighting hard for it there. They can't break free though. It was Olive in there. Umpire lets
You're
it
going to
go.
have to ball it up, mate. You're going to have to ball it up.
And he will now. So ball up just next to the centre circle. Spencer. Thomas. Thomas gets it down. Side of the pack. Nobody can get out of there. Hambrook's in there fighting hard for it. The umpire will come in a bit more work to do. So still middle of the ground. How many times do you reckon the ruckmen have to put their hands up? It's great, isn't it? Spencer gets it down. Hambrook Gets the handball out further afield, looking for Brown to run onto it. Will it be able to stay in the field of play, though? He can. He gets wrapped up. In fact, he's pushed over. And out of bounds for a throw-in, left half forward.
Some of these rules that they play with the AFL should be left in the AFL, and that's one of them, the nominated ruckman. Leave that out of our game. We don't need that. Just makes it a bit more confusing.
So throw in. Winch into attack just. Thomas in front. Free kick over the shoulder, said the umpire, I believe. Yes, Thomas will take it. Big ruckman's got it.
Just over at Victoria Park, Bannockburn 10-5-65, leading Werribee 3 behinds.
Well, I told you that could be a blowout, Smitty.
Didn't think it would be, though.
I did.
And Belpost Hill 9-2-56, leading Anarchy 1-4-10.
I think what people haven't got a grasp on yet is that the middle of the road sides are just so far behind the top three. So far. You saw that the fourth side was far behind them last week, Smitty.
Yeah.
Thomas now from half forward, goes in with a kick in 50. Sawney runs at it. Oh, great front and centre by Tavai, and he kicks the goal. Ricky dropped the mark, and his brother was there and picked it up and kicked the goal. So his first of the afternoon, and 3 in quick succession for the Blues. 5-4-34. They lead the Belmont Lions 2-5. 17, Commonafine Hotel. Second quarter scoreboard, 14 and a half played.
Well, the footy's got better, but unfortunately only one team's got better, and that's Winch. And that probably tells me that the breeze does favour that end. I've got no doubt about that now. It's hard to tell from in here, but it's, the wind's got to be favouring that end. But I don't think it's a big, strong gale that you can sort of say, oh, we've got the win, let's go. Belmont have got to absolutely knuckle down, get the footy. They had a couple of chances there to get it out of the centre, and they didn't. They've got to get it out now, and they've got to kick a couple of goals to get back on an even keel.
So the ball now back with the umpire in the middle of the ground. And they've sent Fisher in to do some ruck work by the looks of it. And it's tapped out, and again, we just win the possession of it, but it's Armistead who had it first off. Handball comes outside. Kale can't take it with him. Vardy is there, put his head over the contest, got handball out. Went back and regathered the ball, tries to get to his feet and feed it out. The umpires are letting things go, and will now come in and take possession of the ball. So still inside the centre square, just towards the wing. Ruckman go at it once again. Ball thrown down. And picked up there. Bowl had it and lost it. Ball goes back and ends up in the hands of Place. He goes outside. Short kick went looking for Kale. Bit too much width on the ball there. Umpire lets it bounce over the boundary line, and it's going to be a ball in. Pretty much on centre wing. Umpire throws it back in. Ball's tapped out. And Fisher it was, but it's Carricher who runs free, and he goes long, back in towards the forward line. Ball tapped away, so at ground level. Clearance needed to be done, picked up. Belmont Lions, they had it. The handball wasn't good. It was being brought back underneath the Belmont Lions player, but they've been able to get the ball out now, and it was from Petty, got the handball outside. It's going to end up with Fisher, maybe. Yes, he will take the mark.
He's got it.
Just
inside the field of play. He's still defensive side of centre wing.
You wouldn't be able to see him from there, would you, with
Nah,
that boarding?
lost the board. So Fisher's looking back inside. The kick has to be good here, and it will be. Marcus taken out there. Pedersen.
Move it on.
He's looking for options. There's one from behind and wide, so they go in that direction. Handball comes back inside. So they've been able to move the ball through Martin to centre wing, and the mark has been taken out there. So again, they maintain their possession. This is the kick going into the forward line. Coming up, Grinter can't take the mark at ground level. Picked up Bowl. Handballs over the top. Doesn't have the depth on it. Ends up in the hands of Carricher, who handballs back outside. Picked up by Bowl once again. Went right, and he goes back towards Vardy at centre half forward. The mark has been taken there by Pretty, who's taken some pretty good marks.
Pretty good marks.
Pretty good mark.
Pretty by name, pretty by nature. Gone well.
So
Thank you.
he's got the ball now, and it's going to be Ben Pretty from about 45 out directly in front. Loads up, he kicks towards goal.
Good.
I'll tell you what, it's a nice good finish. And he has got a goal, and his first goal of the afternoon, and the third now for the Belmont Lions. They move to 3-5. They trail Winchelsea on 5-4, and we have ticked over 17 and a half minutes. Second quarter, Commonafine Hotel scoreboard.
Well, they got the goal I asked for, and let's hope they can get another one as well. But a lot better football, a lot better kick into position. I thought they might have waited a little bit long, and the Winchelsea defence got there, but they were able to thread their way through. And when they possess the ball and kick it better, they look a better side, and they've just got to keep doing that.
So back to the middle. Thomas went up a little bit early there. Fisher having a run in the ruck. Goes to the back of the pack. Curran's there for the Belmont Lions. Handball over the top. Breathis gives it back to Curran. Runs across the ground on centre wing. A couple of players miss it close to the boundary line. Smith had it, lost it. Got held in the tackle. Pye said play on. Goes towards half forward for the Lions. Pack develops. Ball still in dispute. The umpire lets it go. The ball comes out the back. They can run away. Winch will see. They go towards half forward with a kick. Came from Carricher, inside 50. Berg to run onto it. First there, gets the kick on the outside boot, and he kicks the goal. Quick reply. Berg's second of the afternoon, and the sixth for Winch will see. They go 6-4-40. Belmont Lions 3-5-23. Commonafine Hotel second quarter scoreboard, 18.5 minutes played.
I think the mistake there was back at that stoppage. I think the Belmont Lions thought it was going to be a stoppage and basically didn't keep
stopped,
going.
didn't they? Yeah.
They did stop, and Winchelsea didn't. It came out, and of course the defence was caught up the ground. It went over the top, and it was all a question of pace. And young Berg had that pace, and he's been pretty lively for most of the day. And thanks to the Encompass people, they've given us a band. I'll put it on in a minute.
And Carricher, who did set up that goal, that brings him to 13 disposals, but 9 of them have come in the last 10 minutes. So while it is a youthful side, it's good to have the former Torquay veteran doing his thing.
Torquay veteran.
It's very nice on you, Grub.
Oh, yeah. Get in the spirit of the day that they've given us.
Back with the umpire in the middle of the ground. And it's going to continue there with Fisher doing the ruck work as ball comes down.
Oh,
that was in the back, I would have thought. Brown was taking
he's missed that one, but
it's picked up. And
you would have thought.
Trying to work the ball clear was Curran, but again, the ball is being held up. Rethus is on the ground. How's the umpire going to see it?
Give it to me.
Just come in and take possession of the ball.
But we all make mistakes, Smitty, don't we?
That's it. There's no mistakes being made.
Some more than others.
Just got to be able to fix them all up, Grub. So back with the umpire again. The ruckman go at it again. Fisher taps the ball down, then gets the ball at ground level. Handballs over the top. Rethus. Ball comes out. Bowl. Went one way, went back on his right boot, goes back into the half-forward line. Vardy, front position, guarded position nicely, but couldn't take the mark. Handball over the top, and there's only as far there as a Harding, who got a little bit of a clearance away, but again, they're under pressure, which you'll see they need to clear it out of the defensive 50. The first handball wasn't too good. Bowl on hands and knees also there as Harding. They're both working pretty hard, and it's been held up once again. So we're going to have another ball up to take place. Inside forward 50.
All right, what's he done here? Nothing.
Just waiting for the umpire now to restart the play. Umpire again asking who's doing the ruck work. So ruckman go at it. Ball taps down. Fay had it. Got the handball away. Handball ends up in the hands of the player there in brown. His ball comes out.
No, I thought he ducked his head.
Did. No, I was waiting for him to pay holding the ball in the end because he ducked his head into it.
Yeah.
That was Elliott, I think, that put his head down.
Dangerous.
So again, another ball up, a little bit closer to the Belmont Lions goal now.